Welcome back everybody to the new 80k edition of the War for the Cosmos Cosmoteer tournament. This time around, 16 admirals will pit 4 ships each against each other for the title of the 80k edition tournament winner. This time around, for our first match, we have Cosmic Horror with the Roach and Stormhawk from Tag. Let's go! And see how these 4 fare. Let's turn off auto cam here and let's actually dial this down just a teensy bit. So all these ships are the same model, both the Stormhawk and the Roach. Stormhawk, wow, he managed to cram in some shields there, while the Roach is purely focused on offense and some clever crew management. I wonder who's gonna win this one. Because of that crew management, that should give the Roach quite an edge, although the Stormhawks seem to be doing just fine. Like it's like they're not even... Yeah, one of the Roaches is already down. So that's 4 Stormhawks against 3 Roaches. Looks like we have a couple of them stuck there. Oh, by the way, if you're wondering what took so long for this tournament to get set up... Ooh, there goes another Roach. It's that I've been having some serious mic issues and I didn't exactly manage to fix them. So I'm probably on a very crashy computer for now, yet again. Or still. Ooh, there goes another Roach. Wow, not a single casualty for the Stormhawk. That is impressive. Quite impressive. And that Roach is down. That's 1 for Tag Stormhawk. Let's, yep, that's pretty clear. Let's restart swap and go. So yeah, I'm still with a very crashy microphone. My computer, it makes my computer crash. Which isn't good. Hopefully I won't have to redo any of this, and hopefully the issue will be taken care of soonish. Also, on another note, I did have the forum thread was saying that the 160k edition tournament had its brackets closed. They are not. There goes 1 Roach. They are not closed. 2 Roaches. God, I can't even get a sentence in here edgewise. Damn. They are not closed. The 160k bracket is not closed. It's I miscounted. I miscounted the ships because it's a multiple ship tournament and I neglected to remember that when I was counting them, so I counted 16 files in my folder and there were only 15 participants. So if you have a ship for the 160k tournament, yeah, go for it. Wow, the Roach did have... Wow, they took a beating there, didn't they? Well, that is 1 clearly for Tag with the Stormhawk. Cosmic Horror, thank you very much for participating. I hope to see you in the 160k tournament and the 60k tournament. But for now, this is goodbye. On to the next match. And this time around, we have another batch of single model ships, Taurex BCH Cosmos versus Zack's Ripper. So Zack the Ripper, very interested to see what Zack the Ripper is exactly. And it seems to be lasers, cannons, and wow, shields, and wow, he really crammed a lot in there. Can't be too much room for crew with all that firepower. This one, Taurex BCH Cosmos, only has 3 cannons and that pew-pew shooty shield gun. But it should have more crew. I wonder I wonder which one is gonna get the upper hand. In the 1v1s, Tarek's Cosmos is winning, and now these two are ganging up on one of Zach's Rippers. How well is the Ripper taking it? Not too well. Not too well. Let's just shift on over here. This Ripper is also getting ganged up on. However, there seems to be... Is there another Ripper around? No, there's just some loose laser bolts. Oh yes, the Cosmos took care of that Ripper, and the last Ripper seems to be in dire trouble. Yep. Okay. Restart, swap, and go. And while these guys duke it out, I'll let you know of a little ad hoc rule that I remembered employing concerning ships that are designed to maintain their distance from a target and use especially missiles and ion beams. Especially those are the longest ranged weapons. I'm still using the game version on which these ships were submitted. So there are a couple of changes that haven't been implemented yet, namely cannons, I believe, are now supposed to have lesser range. Oh wow. Are now supposed to have lesser range. Okay, and that is it for Zach. Alright, let me just finish this thought. If a ship is designed to keep its distance, but it does not have enough firepower to actually destroy their target and doesn't allow their target to get within weapons range, I'm gonna consider that fleeing the battle. Because sometimes it's gonna happen. But essentially, it's a ship that's not designed to destroy another ship while the other ship is trying to catch up. So technically, the ship that doesn't have either the missiles or the ion beams could chase the kiting ship out of wherever they were. So I will give the win to the ship that is trying to catch up. Alright, that is one for Taurex. Zach, thank you very much for playing. That design was really interesting, and I don't understand why or how some of these ships seem to be suffering no damage at all. It's like the design choices and differences are multiplied or are inversely proportional to the ship's size. It's really weird. Let's see how this turns out. For now, Tarek with the win. Zach, catch you in the next tournament. Our next contenders will be Creeper Industries Saber against Cool Rocco 101's Damage. Let's make him go. And Cool Rocco went over budget. His ship was 80,100 space bucks. So I did the only thing that I've ever mentioned I would do, which is delete a random piece of armor or random stuff until it was within budget. In this case, it was this piece of armor right here for the damage, which are now kind of wonky. But there you go. I'm not gonna have a resubmitting of ships. I also have to check the game volume. Oh my god, that is it. Cool Rocco 101's Damage. I think this relies entirely on the Alpha Strike, and for these ship sizes, that might actually make sense. Creeper Industries' design is much more elegant, let's say, but Cool Rocco's choice is definitely on the practical side of things. How did it chew through? I bet you Spacebucks that if the Damage wasn't the first ship that Creeper Industries Saber actually faced, this ship, the Saber, would make it through a lot, possibly to the finals. In this case, however, Wow, it is just one alpha strike and that is it. This saber still has one weapon, but I'm gonna give it to Cool Rocco still. Creeper Industry, thank you very much for your participation. Your design was really interesting. Unfortunately, and fortunately for Cool Rocco, not quite enough. Cool Rocco, you move on to the second round. And for our next match, we have Alethio against Electric Dust. Now, Alethio has the Vigilant Corvette design, which is 5 lasers and 1 Electro Bolt. I always forget what these things are called. With point defense and 2 shields. That's going to be very interesting. And let's make them go. However, Electric Dust has 2 designs of this 1 key, which is lots of corridors apparently, a shield and 2 blasters. And there's another 1 key, then the on-pointer, which has a large cannon. Wow, that cannon is really big compared to that ship. And the Exedutor, or Exedutor, with 4 lasers, more of a balanced design. Interesting choices by Electric Dust. The 1 key seems to be very slow, and this Vigilant Corvette has exposed its flank to 2 of Electric Dust's ships, while 3 of the Corvettes actually ganged up on the Exedutor. That's interesting. The on-pointer by Electric Dust is retreating a bit, trying to get some distance, while the 1 keys soak up damage. They don't seem to be able to soak up too much damage, and in fact that reactor should go up in no time, yeah. But the Corvettes aren't really that heavy on the firepower either, although they are fairly well armored, so these seem like fairly balanced ships. Oh, excuse me. And we do have the on-pointer here by Electric Dust, which is disarmed, and the 1 key goes down with no weapons. Yep, that's a win for the Vigilant Corvettes by Alethio. Let's restart swap and go. Very interesting. The winners so far, all of their ships are surviving. Wow, the Exedutor is really fast. I wonder what the choice behind this was, because it's not that heavily armored. I would expect that the ship that's supposed to soak up more damage and reach the fray first would be more heavily armored. The Corvettes don't seem too interested in maintaining the engagement with the Exedutor. They prefer to gang up first on the on-pointer. Yeah. The 1 key is just doing their thing, and they are really lacking on firepower. In the meantime, the Exedutor is still going at it, but these guys don't only have 2 lasers. Yep. Even here, catching one of the Corvettes by the flanks, this 1 key cannot, well, it could penetrate that little bit of armor just because that Corvette was pretty much stationary, and the 1 key managed to actually pound the same little teensy bit of weak armor there. Oh, this Executor is still, or Exedutor, is still armed, but it doesn't have a command center. And that is going to be it for the Corvettes and Alethio, who move on to the second round. Electric Dust, thank you very much for playing. Your designs were very interesting. It looks like we still have an on-pointer. Yeah, it's disarmed. They were very interesting, really. It's interesting to see just how far you can go with only 1 design and more balanced. Your choices were really interesting. Thank you very much for participating. On to the next match. And this time around we have 4 different designs from Sir Romulus versus one only design by Camper PZ, which is the quick missile, which does look like it's a missile ship. Yep, a missile ship by Camper PZ. Let's just make him go and take a look at Sir Romulus's designs. This is the Araya, kind of like it really looks like a Stingray. Beautiful design with 80,000 space bucks. This is wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. I absolutely love it. Let's take a look at the Arrow, which is all lasers. The Blackout is frontal power. Ooh, those lasers can do damage. And the Hornish is also kind of like the Araya, but with front-facing missiles. Now, in a skirmish like this with multiple ships, missile ships are probably always going to go down to the last one. Like, they can't really maintain distance because while they're targeting one ship, they're being hit by another. The Araya is in trouble. Yeah, it doesn't have a command bridge anymore, or a command center. The Arrow is still functional, but this quick missile, this one and that one are still... Yep, they're all functioning pretty well. So now it's a matter of watching the missiles take care of these other ships, unless they can actually keep up, which it looks like the AI is kind of maybe confussed. It's kind of confussed. This quick missile got disarmed. This one still has missiles. It still has missiles, but this one has as well. And the arrow manages to actually get in range. See, this is what I'm talking about. This quick missile is targeting the Hornish, and while it is doing so and maintaining its distance from the Hornish, it's allowing the Arrow to get in range. And the Arrow actually disarmed it. However, the Hornish must have taken some serious damage here. It did, but it is still up. Oh, it's gonna... It just ate a freaking missile. But it looks like indeed the missile ships lost, just because of the nature of having 4 versus 4 ships. Indeed, the quick missile is down, and Camper PZ loses this first bout. Let's go on to the second one. Restart, swap, and go. And let's see here. Yeah, indeed, smart thruster placement here. 2 large thrusters for a small ship, allowing the ship to quickly turn and maintain its distance. Yeah. Now this first Alpha Strike, ooh, the Blackout is gonna go down. It's gotta go down. It did not go down. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Wow, that was close. So close. Now we have 2 ships ganging up. Who is this quick missile targeting? Nobody. It is down for the count. We only have 1 quick missile remaining. Now I wonder if this quick missile manages to maintain its distance from its target. Yeah, there you go. See, it's targeting the Araya right now. And while it's doing that, the Arrow is gonna close in and start murdering. Plus, it's strange how the AI, yeah, it was trying to navigate to here, so it couldn't really do it. Yeah, it doesn't have side thrusters, so it can't keep its shield pointing forwards. In a design like this, you probably want to trade that shield for some extra thrusters, but that is it. All 4 of Sir Romulus' ships survive, and Camper PZ's quick missile goes down. Thank you very much, Camper, for participating in this tournament. I hope to see you in another one. Sir Romulus, you move on to round 2. And yet again, we have 4 different designs by Mr. Electric. Well, actually, 3. The Imp, the Talon gunboat, and the Bulge gunboat versus one design by NSA, the Electrode. Go. I'm just gonna put this really slow while we look over the designs. Oh wow, the Electrode is just one massive penis surrounded by roundish things. Yeah, that's gonna hurt. And Mr. Electric with the Imp, wow, that's 6 small peni in the sides with attention to paint job. I appreciate that. This is another Imp. The Bulge bulge. The Bulge gunboat is just that. It's a big bulge with 2 lasers and another smaller bulge. And the Talon gunboat is 4 smaller penises. Yep, that's gonna be. Ooh, wow. Oh, this Electrode exposed its flank and it's gonna get hurt. It's gonna get so hurt. Oh, that was so close. Oh, that round went straight through the power storage and there's fires. Ooh. Now, the Electrodes don't seem to be having the required maneuverability here. Yeah, they are not very maneuverable, are they? They just have this piddly little thruster here at the front to keep their distance, and this is their weakness. And they're not protected from the sides. Yeah, I can see where NSA was going with this, like have a front side really well protected by shields. But again, 4 versus 4, you need to watch your flanks. You need to spend some of that money on armor on the sides, or at least armor the sides themselves, like this, like the Imps, and make weapons into the armor itself, because weapons take a bit of damage still. Yeah, this is clear. This is clear. 1 ship left for the NSA. I'm gonna check in just a bit if there's any. Ooh, okay. If there's any other. Nope. That's 1 for Mr. Electric. Let's restart swap and go and see where it goes from here. Let's just speed this up for the first part. I want to see what these big cannons do. The problem is these cannons are so horribly inaccurate. Like, they are really inaccurate, and you could see there, it is not worth it to bet on large cannons with small, if you're fighting against small ships, because 1 hit, like, you could see this Imp took 1 hit from the Electrode at the front, and it didn't even, while it could have penetrated the armor, it wouldn't have made that much damage. So even a direct hit, which is so hard to score, won't just settle the deal there. So it's not really worth it. Might as well bet on a bit of extra armor. You can see here that large cannon is doing work, but there's just not enough of them to sustain that damage. Actually, this Electrode, yeah, look at the state it's in. It is down. And there's another one here that's still alive and managing to keep its distance. That is interesting. This one, oh, it was reloading. Let's just put this at 1 speed. Now, this guy is gonna have to go through the shields, or one of them is gonna have to go through the flanks. I think they have enough firepower to get through those shields. Yeah, now the Bulge gunboat is joining the fray, and that should be it for NSA's Electrode. Yep, it's in trouble now. It's trying to maneuver, but exposing its flank, and now it's got fires on it and stuff. That is not gonna end well. It's just a matter of time now. there goes the shield generator. And we should be... yeah, it's disarmed. It's disarmed. Alright, that is one for Mr. Electric 160. Excuse me, NSA, thank you very much for playing. Your designs are very interesting as usual. I hope to see you in the next tournament. Mr. Electric, you move on to the second round. And here we are at the last match of the 160k edition of the War for the Cosmos tournament. We have Ostrich's missile ship versus Stout Gaming's Final Rouge. Let's go. And let's just turn this down a notch. The Final Rouge, they're both single design ships and both pretty. I like them both. Although this one needs a paint job, or is it because I don't want... let me watch the paint. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, good paint job, good paint job. So, a missile ship versus a shielded and heavily armored ship. I wonder, all the missile ships managed to maintain their distance? So this design was more effective, probably because of these side thrusters, more effective than the last missile ship we saw. We can turn this up a notch, but I do believe the missile ships are going to win these. Now, if the Final Rouge didn't, or if they had point defense and managed to stave off those missiles, victory would have been theirs if they couldn't actually reach the missile ships. But in this case, the missile ships are getting the upper hand, although now we're starting to see some shuffling around, which causes the missile ships to come in weapons range of some of the opposing ships. Now we have devolved into a 1v1, indeed, and these 1v1s are going to be a war of attrition. Yeah, it's gonna be some attrition here until we can see who defeats who first. Again, I'm betting the missile ships will manage to slowly whittle away at their targets, whittle, but I'm not gonna make you watch it because it's gonna take a while, so I'm just gonna fast forward to 2 times and wait it out, see what's what. And indeed, like I foresaw, the missile ships managed to slowly but surely whittle away at Stout Gaming's Final Rouge. I tend to say Final Rouge. I want to say Final Rouge. But yeah, here they are just taking care of the last little bits and pieces of it. And that's all the missile ships, and the Final Rouges couldn't quite keep up. Let's restart swap and go. But not at twice the speed. Let's see here. If we watch some measure of shuffling around, we could see some of the missile ships get in trouble. However, since they have such powerful thrusters, I don't believe... this one's dead. This one is gonna die because it's targeting that one, and this one was targeting this one. If it kept on targeting it, it would have killed it. That was unfortunate for Stout Gaming. An unfortunate decision by the AI. Although, there you go. I'm not entirely sure it would have amounted to anything, because by this time they start to get spread out, and as I say it, they get clustered back together. Yeah. This is how missile ships die. It's when there's these clusters. Now this one is targeting this Final Rouge, so it's going out of weapons range. And this Final Rouge is targeting that one. If this one or this one targeted this missile ship, which is targeting the third Final Rouge, then it would have a it would have a shot. As it stands, they seem to be very... Plus, the Final Rouge is also very... well, I'm not sure if it's the design or the thrusters were just destroyed, but at least these ones are not mobile at all, so the missile ships can pretty much do whatever they want. If I move to here, yep, this Rouge is also slowly but surely getting torn up by the other missile ship. And in the meantime, these ones should have finished the job, more or less. No, they're still going at it. Alright, I'm gonna speed this up a notch and make sure that Stout Gaming really doesn't have a chance of turning this thing around before I come back to you. And there you have it. What remains of the Findle Rouge is this little bit right here, and this one going insane, and another bit right there, which by now is pretty much dead in the water. Stout Gaming, thank you very much for participating, and Ostrich, you move on to round 2 with your missile ship. And now for the actual last fight of the first round, we have Dino Blaster 123's. I had to edit the name because the game wouldn't let me load it otherwise. Laser Ripper and Shield Sniper, two of each, against Sol Soul's fleets. Let's put this down to 1/4, make him go. Let's go for the Laser Ripper first. Wow, yeah, double ions. They need to be very maneuverable. Those ions, they need to be. And a couple of electro bolts with a standard cannon for the Shield Sniper. Appropriate name, yes. Now, Sol Soul has 4 different designs. Fleet 1 with 2 humongous cannons. Fleet 2, a bit more balanced with 4 lasers and 2 electro bolts. Wow, that is a lot of firepower. Fleet 3 with 2 lasers and an ion beam emitter, or 2 blasters. And Fleet 4 with a missile launcher, but not a whole lot of backwards thrusting power. I wonder how this will turn out. I'm not sure if ion beams are the best solution in a 4v4. Because ion beams are good when you can keep them on target for prolonged periods of time, and these small ships get damaged fairly easily. Although one of Sol Soul's fleets is already down. I think that was a missile. Oh, 2 of Sol Soul's fleets. But yeah, I don't think the laser or the ion beams are actually doing that much damage. I think this is all Dino Blaster's Shield Sniper that's doing the work. Yeah, I think it was the Shield Sniper actually. We still have... Nope. Sol Soul is in trouble. The last remaining element is Fleet 3. Wow, that is really on target. Actually, this is a case for forward firepower at the center. It goes well against ion beams. These little weapon or armor, I'm gonna call them pillars, couldn't really deflect those directly incoming little bits of fire. But yeah, Sol Soul's fleet is destroyed. Let's restart swap and go. Dino Blaster's fleet, if it was composed entirely of Shield Snipers, I think it would actually do best. The Laser Ripper I don't think is doing that much, to be honest. We can see this guy's target here, and we can look. We can see just what kind of damage it actually does. It is doing some damage. It is doing some damage. But there you go. It didn't do as much damage as all the other ones. Like, while Sol Soul's these 2 ships actually ganged up on one of the Laser Rippers, and now they're ganging up on a Shield Sniper. Ooh, now this one looks like it's gonna be Sol Souls. There's only one shield sniper left. And it's not gonna... It's actually not gonna be able to survive this. Yeah, no way. No way. One of Sol Soul's fleets or ships is on fire. I'm not sure if he put in any fire management tools, aka fire extinguishers. But in any case, that's one for Sol Soul now. Let's restart swap and go. 2 out of 3. Whoever wins the next one wins. I'm wondering. All in all, Sol Soul's fleet seems superior, just because these ion beams don't seem to be doing that much work. Now, in this case, we have 4 of them, just concentrating on one ship. Oh wow, that was actually all the ion beam. I wonder if the ion beam kind of penetrates something. Because it was still hitting armor when that ship blew up, so I'm not sure what's up with that. There goes another one of Sol Soul's ships, and now the last one. I wonder if I'm misinterpreting these ion beams. That's Dino Blaster's win, and Dino Blaster moves on to the second round. Congratulations, Dino Blaster. Sol Soul, very interesting fleet. Thank you for participating. I hope to see you in another tournament, but for now, Dino moves on to round 2. And for the first match of the second round, we have Teg Stormhawk versus Taurex BCH Cosmos. Let's make them go. We know these two designs. It's one design, 4 ships for each admiral. The Stormhawk was very well armed and armored. The BCH Cosmos, that as well. It's interesting to see Tag fight with small piddly little ships, because in the other tournaments he usually went for very effective wall of deaths. Now not so much. It's not really an option, although Cool Rocco seems to have managed to pull it off. This Stormhawk is down. Excuse me. One Stormhawk down. This BCH Cosmos looks like it's gonna go down in no time. There are no fire extinguishers on board. This Stormhawk is in trouble. Wow, this is a 3v3, while this Cosmos just pounds that Stormhawk. Or is it the other way around? No, that's what's happening. That's what's happening. Okay, yeah, we have one Cosmos down, another Cosmos disarmed. Well, not quite disarmed, but in trouble. And one Cosmos just holding on for dear life. Not quite getting destroyed. Oh, it is gonna get destroyed now. Although this Stormhawk did have to expose its flank to this Cosmos. Let's see if Stormhawk. Let's see if this Cosmos already disarmed. It hasn't disarmed the Stormhawk. Otherwise, I would manually pull it into the rest of the battle. But seeing as it's going, I don't think the Cosmos is gonna actually be pulling any rabbits out of this hat. This Stormhawk decided, let's actually put this on full speed, actually decided it didn't want to keep targeting this Cosmos. Did they both just decide? They both just decided, screw it, we're just gonna beat a dead horse. And the Cosmos reminded them it was there and got murked. Okay, now, oh good, they aggroed. Yeah, they aggroed. Okay, no manual intervention required. This Cosmos doesn't look like it's gonna fare too well against two fully loaded brutal Stormhawks. Yeah, one of which is on the flanks. That's tough to see. I am so sorry, Tarek. I like your designs. They always make me feel good. But yeah, restart, swap, and go. That's one for Teg. Okay, let's see how the next one turns out. Little Star Wars moment here. Lots of trading fire. The two ships in the middle kind of cluster up and drift into one of the flanks, while the other flank just gets kind of lets itself get a little farther away. Now, a lot of trading fire, lots of this is why you can't really bet on just frontal defense for a 4v4, because this kind of thing happens. Like, your ships are getting shot at from all the angles. Like, all the angles. Well, not all the angles, because this is 2D, but you get my point. Yeah, that is another one for the Stormhawk. Yep, all four Stormhawks survived. We're not seeing them all survive now too much, so that must have been a thing for the first encounters. Tarek, thank you very much for participating. Teg, you move on to round 3, which is kind of like the quarterfinals or semifinals. I don't know, we'll cross that bridge when we get there. And here we are ready for the next match, this time Cool Rocco 101's damage versus Alethio's Vigilant Corvette. Go! Both of these designs did very well in the last round. We remember Cool Rocco, like just the mini wall of death, and the Vigilant Corvette is just a fast little monster. Wow, that is a lot of cannons. Those shields look to be holding. Those shields managed to hold off that powerful alpha strike from Cool Rocco's damage. Not quite a. Oh dear. Okay. This one's gone too. Oh dear. That's all the Vigilant Corvettes. There's still one there that I think, yeah, it's disarmed. And this one's a goner. One for Cool Rocco 101's damage. Restart, swap, and go. This might be just quite simply the strongest design. The Wall of Death. It's it has its frailties. Like when this design, or if this design, if Cool Rocco 101's damage goes up against some sort of missile ship, it is completely unprotected at the back. So any missiles that come back around to bite it in the ass are gonna have a field day with all these cannon ammo storages. And these are these strictly ammo storages? These are strictly ammo storages. So they can't sustain fire. I wonder what's going. Yeah, they can sustain fire for long enough to eliminate the Corvettes. Thank you very much, Alethio. Cool Rocco 101 moves on to the next round, and Alethio, we'll catch you in the next tournament. This time around we have Sir Romulus versus Mr. Electric 160. Let's make him go. Remember, Mr. Electric 160 and Sir Romulus have very different ships. They both, well, Mr. Electric does have two of these imps, but Sir Romulus has the Araya, the Arrow. Let's take a look at the other one, the Hornish. Yeah, that is kind of Hornish. And the Blackout. These are the two imps by Mr. Electric 160. The Talon gunboat, and what's the other gunboat? The Bulge gunboat, yeah. what will we witness here? Here's the strength of broadsiders on small ships. They can afford to... They are ideal for the kind of fight where you're surrounded. They can just keep shooting on all sides. Just go a little bit like, screw it, I can deal with both of you. Although when they expose their backs, that's usually not good news. But see, here you are. This imp is dishing out a lot of damage, and actually Sir Romulus's fleet is in trouble here. Luckily for the imp, friendly fire does not harm ships. Here comes the Talon gunboat just drifting into the fray and starting to pound the Hornish. And the Hornish is down. That's one for Mr. Electric 160. Wow, that is... that is violent. That is violent. Alright, one for Mr. Electric 160. Restart swap and go. Let's make him go faster for this first little bit of the match. Now slower. And let's see here. The Talon reaches first. Wow, that is a lot of firepower from the Blackout. But it seems like the Blackout has a bit too many of these. What are these called? The pulse thingies? I don't know, the shield destroyer things. I always forget their name. Maybe it could do without one of them, one or two, and just invest in lasers. There goes another one of Mr. Electric's ships. The Blackout, I think, is... Oh no, it still has one of these electro bolts. There you go. Wow, this is a close match here. We have one Bulge gunboat and one Talon gunboat, both in fairly good shape. Then we have the Arrow, the Hornish, and the Blackout. The Blackout with only a piddly little electro bolt there. The Arrow can still dish out some damage, and it was still dishing out damage even though it was pretty much only the guns just floating in space. And the Hornish, but they are very heavily damaged, all of them, and I think both these gunboats are gonna take them out. It was close. It was close. Not gonna lie, but it looks like Mr. Electric takes the cake. I'm just gonna see if these guns get dropped. There are not a lot of weapons on either of the remainder of these fleets. I wonder. Sir Romulus's ships are very well armored. Mr. Electric's ships too. They have to be aiming for the guns in order to do any damage when we're talking about this degree of firepower. Yeah, that is going to be it. I'm just gonna let it run, make sure we're not surprised. Yep, there you go. Weapon is out of power. Sir Romulus, thank you very much for participating. Your design was awesome, but Mr. Electric 160 moves on to the second round. Not the second round, the next round. Yeah. All aboard for Ostrich's missile ship versus Dino Blaster's Laser Ripper and Shield Sniper. Who is named, or which is named Shield Sniper, but I either didn't bother or didn't realize it was wrong, so I didn't correct it. And I can hear ion beams doing some damage, but not quite enough to take out those evil little missile destroyers, or missile launchers, missile destroyers. Well, they pretty much are destroyers. We have one of the missile ships in trouble here. It wandered into the middle of the fray, and this one might be a goner. If that power... It has a fire. It does not have fire extinguishers. This ship is dead. This ship is not. Oh, but it's in range. It's in range of the ion beams. Indeed. Indeed. Another missile ship down, and this one is down too. Wow. What's happening here? This missile ship is going to maybe take care of this one? Yeah, it's gonna kill this laser ripper, while the other ships, yeah, they're just gonna... Once this ship is taken care of, this little bit, I'm gonna get the missile ship to attack the shield sniper and the laser ripper that remains. It's still going. Okay, they're probably gonna aggro themselves. So if they aggro themselves, I'm gonna let them. Let's just see how this plays out. If I need to, I'll manually send one of the ships to attack another one. In the meantime, let's see how this goes. I do believe the missile ship, let's just speed this up. This missile ship is probably going to take care of this shield sniper, unless this one aggroed as well, which it seems to have. Now, if this shield sniper holds on for dear life for just long enough for the other one to get close to the missile ship, but it doesn't look like it did. It does not look like it did, and the shield sniper is in trouble. Yeah, that's clear how it's gonna play out, isn't it? Alright, I'm gonna wait for the missile ship to take care of this shield sniper and then send it to attack the last one. Oh no, they aggroed on themselves, okay. Or on each other. Oh, now the missile ship has to deal with ion beams. I wonder if this is gonna play out. Yeah, the problem is the laser ripper doesn't really have the required maneuverability to stay pointed at the missile ship while it maneuvers around. So I think this laser ripper is toast. Yep, indeed. One for the missile ship. Restart swap and go. So one for Ostrich. Let's see how the second round plays out. Very strong alpha strike there. One of the laser rippers is already dead in the water. I think that was the command center that went up. Yep. Yes, it was. Oh dear, this one is in trouble too. Yep, another one with the command center taken down. That one seems to be in trouble. Yep, this one is in trouble. And I think it's gonna go down. Yep, there it goes. And this one's in trouble too. Lots of fires. Goes down. So we have 2 missile ships for 2 shield snipers. I wonder. It's all gonna depend on what the AI chooses to target. Like in this case, the AI is targeting something else. Like it's targeting that little bit of armor. So yeah, I don't think that's gonna play out too well for this missile ship in particular. But let's speed that up. I am curious to see. Oh yeah, it is down. It must have exploded and I didn't realize it. It was probably on fire. So that's the advantage of cannons, really. They can set shit on fire, and it really helps a lot. And here are the electro bolts desperately trying to chew through armor, and they do not do a very good job. Managed actually to take out the control center for just enough time to get shit done, and that is one for Dino 123. Restart swap and go. Winner takes the cake. Who is going to win this one? I mean, it's probably gonna be the missile ships, because Dino ships need things to go their way in order to win. The missile ships just need things not to go terribly wrong. That having been said, they have no fire control methods, so as soon as they catch fire, the missile ships are dead. Like they're in death row, basically. They will explode. So there goes one, and we have another 1v1 here. I wonder, this one didn't catch fire from that 1 versus 1, so this missile ship is probably gonna end this sniper, although it did some strange maneuvering here. Very strange. What is it trying to attack? It's trying to attack this guy, but it just put itself in range for no apparent reason. Oh no, there are fire extinguishers. Where is it? Oh, there it is. There it is. Yeah, okay. Okay, this paints a different picture then. Shield sniper versus 2 missile ships, not gonna happen. Oh, sorry. My throat is killing me right now. This one's dead. And these two are going at it. Or this missile ship is going at this shield sniper. As soon as a missile kind of finds its way through to this power storage, it is done and over with. These two are apparently having some fun. Okay, that's another one down. So the last of Dino's ships, Dino Blaster 1, 2, 3, is this one, and it seems like it's not in good shape, is it? It's just about to go down. It's just a matter of time, really. I'm not sure where the other ones are. They are all the way back there. Still, slowly but steadily, this missile ship is probably gonna take the cake unless it does something incredibly stupid like it did a while back. And there it goes. Dino Blasters, thank you very much for participating. Your designs were awesome. Ostrich, you move on to the next phase. And here we are, first match of the semi-finals. We have Teg's Stormhawk versus Cool Rocco 101's Damage. Go! And let's go faster while the damage slowly turns. And there you have it. Alpha Strike for Alpha Strike. I don't see the damage losing. Quite honestly, it's a tournament. You can have just ammo stores, and if you run out of ammo, you ran out of ammo, buddy, and you're just dead in the water. So right now, Cool Rocco is facing that risk. If it spends all its ammo targeting little bits of armor, it can't. Well, hold on. A couple cannons still have ammo. Where? Yeah, that was the last bit of ammo. The very last bit of ammo. Cool Rocco's ships, unless I am looking at this all wrong, I don't see ammo production facilities. I don't think they are. This one's just ammo storage. Ammo storage. Yeah, it's all ammo storage. That's one for the damage. There's a Stormhawk. Well, there's the corpse of a Stormhawk here. Restart, swap, and go. Go faster in this first bit, and go slower again. So, yeah, this is just enough cannon ammo to deal with whatever's thrown into the damage's way, pretty much. If a ship could kind of sustain or soak up a bit more damage, or maybe I have a feeling that the damage isn't gonna do well against missile ships. Probably, or maybe its Alpha Strike is just so overwhelmingly strong that it doesn't really matter. Oh, we'll just have to wait and see. Tag, thank you very much for participating. Cool Rocco, you are in the finals. Congratulations. Let's move on to the next round. And here we have Ostrich's missile ships versus Mr. Electric's fleet. Let's make them go. And Mr. Electric's fleet with the Bulge gunboat, the Talon gunboat, and the two imps. I wonder, I don't think they have enough, enough firepower to deal with all the missile ships in alpha phase. And those missiles can do some serious hurt. I'm actually gonna speed this up a bit now. See how things play out. Like, ship for ship. Like, this gunship, or this missile ship is gone. And this one may be too. Just because it wandered into the middle of all the enemy ships. And these missile ships really can't do that. Luckily for it, the Bulge gunboat didn't have that much firepower to begin with. Oh, but it did take out... there it goes. No, it did. So, missile ships. This one is dealing with an imp. And it's probably gonna make short work of it. And afterwards... yeah, these guys are just focusing on little bits of armor. And there goes the imp. Let's see if they find each other. So far the ships have been finding each other. They tend to path to the beginning, to where the beginning was. Like where the battle began. So maybe after taking care of all these little bits of armor, they'll just hang around there. So this missile ship will probably do that. For the effect, I'm just gonna speed that up. And as soon as battle ensues, I'll bring you back. Alright, battle ensued. The missile ship engaged Mr. Electric's imp, or what's left of Mr. Electric's imp. If these guys aggro on it, I don't know. I think the missile ship might be in trouble here. If the Bulge gunboat aggroes on it, fortunately for the missile ship, the Bulge gunboat doesn't have that much firepower. Oh, but what's left of the imp is still alive and kicking, and it deals a couple of devastating blows there. Oh my god, what a shot! That almost took out the reactor right there. From a zombie ship, no less. Oh, there goes the missile ship. Wow, that was some play. So that's one for Mr. Electric. Restart, swap, and go. I am very curious to see how this one plays out. Now, again, the way this went, I'm still calling it in favor of the missile ship, because it depends a lot on how things go, like how the ships get mixed up. See, this missile ship got caught in the middle of three, like it was trying to maneuver to aim probably at this one or something, and while the other ones were maneuvering to their targets, they came in range, fired their weapons, and poof, there goes the missile ship. Here is the imp. I really like the imp. You can see there, the imp was targeting this missile ship, but that one just wandered into its broadside, and it just went and took it out. That was awesome. Now, it still can't quite get in range now, can it? And it is pretty much dead in the water there. Oh wow, what a shot right there. But yeah, while these two are busy with the imp, the second imp came in and bore arms just to get wiped. Oh, that's harsh. That's harsh. There's still a gunboat alive. I'm not sure it's gonna do much. What are you aiming at? This missile ship is still alive and kicking, has pretty much full armor. The gunboat has no hopes of ever catching up with that, with these two little piddly reactors versus, or thrusters versus these two beasts. Excuse me. And this guy is just aggroing on that little piece of junk, just floating around there. Yep. These two, well, there was, wow, what a shot. The bulge with the large cannon. Yeah, here's the thing with cannons. Well, with weapons that shoot in a straight line, like if you have them back like this, they're gonna try to aim at something and they're gonna hit your own ship. They're just not gonna be doing a lot of damage. It's a hard lesson to learn, but yeah, this is what happens. Like if the bulge gunboat kind of shows its right side, so the right side is starboard, its starboard side to the enemy, this cannon will have some free shots, and here it might do some damage, but these cannons need a lot of opportunity to actually hit anything, which means every missed shot is a very important missed opportunity. Now it hit a couple of shots and it did some damage to the missile ship's bridge, but just not enough. And in the meantime, the missile ship is just pounding away. Yep, this is dead in the water now. And are these two still at it? Oh my god. Alright, I'm gonna let this run until one of these guys does something interesting. Yep, there you go. The Talon gunboat is down, so that's one for the missile ships. 1 and 1. Next winner goes to the finals. I wonder how this will play out. So that's a lot of concentrated firepower on that one Talon gunboat. All the missile ships are maintaining their distance, except for this one. Oh, but the imp targeted it. If it hadn't targeted it, it would have kept going after this one, and it would have its broadside pointing at that one. But because it went for a target, it actually flipped around and gave it enough time to run away. Still, that's one missile ship down. And oh, this imp doesn't have any thrusters anymore. That's bad for it. This Talon gunboat is focusing on a dead ship pretty much. And this imp is not quite dead, but the missile ship is still focusing on it. Now, these cannons are so inaccurate. Like they really give the missile ships a chance to run away. That's how it goes down, really. So now it's a 1v1 here, and is this a 1v1? It's the Bulge and the Imp. No, it's not. So that missile ship still has 2 ships to deal with. Let's see how this plays out. This gunboat is dead. Yeah. Okay, it only aggroed 1. It took out the other ship by Mr. Electric, aggroed this one now, and managed to get into another 1v1. And this imp is also dead, so yeah, nothing too interesting here. That's gonna be another ship down for the missile ship. It's just gonna have to take care of this one next. The Bulge gunboat, which aggroed. The Bulge gunboat aggroed right now on the missile ship, and the missile ship is still focused on Mr. Electric's imp. Will the gunboat be able to actually get a few shots off? No, it couldn't. It couldn't. The missile ship actually pulled out of there, maintained its distance, did not keep targeting the dead ship, and that's gonna be one for Ostrich that's gonna make it to the finals. Yep, let's just see how this plays out. Oh dear, oh dear. The bulge managed to actually hit a couple of lucky cannon shots, took out the thrusters of the missile ship, and is now pounding away. The missile ship is down, and the bulge is alive and well. It has the control room, it has flight, command, and firing capabilities. That's one for Mr. Electric. Against all odds, Mr. Electric makes it to the finals. The missile ships could not cope with a lucky cannon shot. Well, it was aimed at it, but still we know how inaccurate cannons are. That was an amazing fight. Thank you very much, Ostrich. Your design was a real doozy. Not entirely flawless, but a very well planned out strategy. In the end, though, this kind of goes to show that variety helps dealing with strokes of bad luck. So, Mr. Electric 160, congratulations, you're in the finals. Ostrich, thank you very much, and we'll see you in the next tournament. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the finals of the War for the Cosmos Tournament 80K edition. This time around, a Mr. Electric 160 with the Bulge Gunboat, Talon Gunboat, and 2 Imps against Cool Rocco's 101 Damage, 4 Wall of Deaths. I hope this battle takes a bit longer than all the other battles against the Damage. Let's see just how entertaining this is. That is 1 Talon Gunboat down, I'd say. This Damage is in trouble. Okay. That Imp is probably, yeah, it was right at the maws of this particular Damage. That bit of that Imp is still shooting at the tail end of that Damage. Wow, that control room almost went down. That was so close. This Bulge Gunboat is still alive, and it's actually pounding away at a dead Damage. Well, at least we've seen a dead Damage now. I hadn't seen a dead Damage yet. Let's see. Huh. I wonder if this guy has any ammo. I think it still has... Yeah, it still has some ammo. So it just has to get close enough. But it only has those 2 piddly little thrusters. And now it's locked with... Oh dear. That is unfortunate. If the gunboat gets around, if it gets around the back of this Damage is dead, because it's not gonna be able to turn when it's locked in like that. Like, this ship is always in front of the Damage now, always. Unless it gets shot off or shoved off or something. This turned out to be more of a silly fight than an epic fight, and I love it all the more for it. Look at the ridiculousness. The crew members just saying hi to each other from the windows. Sorry, portholes. They're portholes. And there goes the Bulge Gunboat, aiming at a dead Damage and getting pounded into oblivion. Unless... the Damage ran out of ammo. Like I said, was a possibility. You take the risks. Cool Rocco managed to put all these cannons here just because he had, instead of ammo producing facilities, he had cannon storage or cannon ammo storage. and it ran out because the AI targets dead pieces of junk. And it wasted ammo that way, so that's gonna be 1 for Mr. Electric 160. This damage is dead. Like, it's effectively disarmed, and like I say in the rules, you have to disarm the ships, and it's just a matter of time until the bulge actually... Oh, but it didn't disarm this one. Wow! It didn't disarm that one, but it's still alive. It didn't die from that. This one still has okay, you know what? I'm gonna just play this out a bit more to make sure the gunboat actually manages to take out these weapons right here, because I don't want to be unfair to the damage. Hey, look, it's still... This one still has some cannon ammo left. And... oh dear. And I think the bulge is actually dead. Unless it survived that, and... okay, it managed to soak up... oh my god. So the bulge managed to soak up all the remaining ammo from these 3 little buggers. It just doesn't have... Why is it not reloading? That's what I'm not understanding here. It's effectively not reloading. Nope, something's up with this design that doesn't allow this small laser blaster to be reloaded now. Maybe something got blown up that it shouldn't have, like one of these supports. So I'm gonna call it a draw, actually. Restart and swap. And go. And let's just take a look at the bulge. Yeah. When this blaster got torn up, this door ceased to exist. So there was no way of reloading that laser. Still, it was pretty close. Like, if it wasn't for that, the bulge might have actually won. Okay, so this gunboat, well, the bulge, is soaking up a lot of damage on this side. So soaking up a lot of ammunition. The Talon gunboat is dead. And that's pretty much it. There goes the bulge. Here's what's left of a nymph. I don't even know where the other one is. Like, it was just obliterated by 2 damages. Here is another gunboat. Yep, that's dead too. So, ooh, we thought we'd seen the damage get a little piece of its own medicine, but not quite. That's 1 for the damage. Restart, swap, and go. Ha! That first fight was really interesting. Still, admittedly, it would have to be over fairly silly circumstances. Yep, there goes the nymph, Jesus. Fairly silly circumstances, or, well, they're not silly. I mean, they're combat circumstances that that Mr. Electric's fleet would actually get the best of that. Because here, like, oh my god, these 2 wimps just get completely obliterated. The Bulge gunboat and the Talon gunboat actually managed to cut a damage in half, but it's not quite enough, is it? Plus, these things can keep on shooting and they remain extremely deadly. That is 2 for 2. Actually, it's not 2 for 2 because one was a draw, but the damage wins this one. Ladies and gentlemen, we present to you the semi-finalists, finalists, and winner of the War for the Cosmos 80K edition tournament, Ostrich with the missile ship, Tag with the Stormhawk, a Mr. Electric 160 with his fleet of the Bulge gunboat, 2 Imps, and the Talon gunboat, and Cool Rocco 101 with the damage, a very intimidating wall of death. Congratulations everybody, you all did great. You did us all a favor, gave us something to watch in these boring times. Thank you very much for watching, everybody. Remember to leave a like or a dislike, whether you liked or didn't like the video. Subscribe if you want to see more Cosmoteer videos and other technical videos. And for the time being, I am out, and we still have the 60K and 160K edition tournaments. Not entirely completed yet, so we still need more submissions to get those going. So if you're thinking about participating, go now to the Cosmoteer forum thread, War for the Cosmos tournament, and I'll see you all next time.